So this is next topic, abstract classes in Java. Have you learned this in C++? Do you have this concept in C++, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You have this concept in C++. Okay, fine. So I'll be straight away giving the definition for you. So today's agenda is what I'm going to discuss in abstract classes is what is an abstract class. We'll see what is the plain definition of abstract class, and we see what is an abstract method. We will see, and how to write an abstract class and how to write abstract method also we are going to see, and what is the use of these classes. All these concepts we are going to cover in today and tomorrow's session. Probably I'll take only one more class and we will wind up abstract classes. Okay, so let's start with the first one. What is an abstract class? This is a definition of abstract class. A class which contains at least one abstract method. A class which contains at least one abstract method is known as abstract class. If a class contains at least one abstract method. So before discussing what is abstract method, let me know there are two kinds of methods in Java. In Java, there are two kinds of methods. I'm not speaking about instance methods and static methods. Students, I'm not speaking about instance methods and static methods. This is one more segregation. I'm speaking about one more segregation here. The methods are two types. The first one is concrete method. The second one is abstract method. Okay, but methods are two types in Java. Once again, I'm reminding for you that is, I'm not speaking about instance method and static method. That is one kind of segregation. This is another kind of segregation. Concrete method and empty abstract method means what? That we have to know first. Okay, so concrete method means the method which has the definition or body. A method which has body or definition is known as concrete method. Okay, that means whatever the methods you have written till now, static methods of instance methods of those methods we can call it as a concrete method. If a method has the definition or body, then we are called that as a concrete method. Okay, the syntax of concrete method is this one. There will be a return type, there will be method name, parameters are optional. We will open the flower bracket, we will write some set of statements and we will close the flower bracket. This is similar to your instance method or static method. Static keyword rayamante kada. See, it looks like instance method or not. If I put this in a class, it looks like instance method, isn't it? Isn't it, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The normal method which you are writing, which you have written till now, a normal method which you have written till now, that method we usually call it as a concrete method. Okay, which has an implementation, which has body, which has definition. Okay, that is called concrete method. An example I've given here for concrete method. Return type I have taken it as int. Method name I have taken it as addition. I have passed two parameters, and within the body I have taken only one statement. This is an example for adding two numbers. This is a method you have written many times, no, students? Have you written this kind of methods many times or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but you don't know that these methods we usually call it as a concrete methods. మీకు తెలియనిది ఏంటంటే ఇలాంటి methods మనం concrete methods అని పిలుస్తామనేది మీకు తెలియదు అంతే. Okay, this one more term you learned today, concrete methods. Concrete అంటే which has implementation. నేను ఇలా flower bracket open చేసి close చేశాను అంటే that is something but a concrete method which has implementation, which has body అని అర్థం. Okay, now coming to the second method, that is abstract method. A method which has no body but just declaration with abstract keyword preceded is called an abstract method. ఏ మెథడ్ కి అయితే ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఉండదో, బాడీ రాయమో మనము, అలాంటి మెథడ్స్ ని అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ అని అంటాం. ప్రొవైడెడ్ దానికి ముందు ఏం పెడతామంటే ఒక కీవర్డ్ తో ప్రిసీడ్ చేస్తాం నాన్న, దట్ ఈస్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ కీవర్డ్. ఓకే, we'll just give a declaration, we won't provide any definition for it. Definition ante manam body em rayamo, we won't write any implementation of that method. Such kind of methods we usually call it as abstract method. Okay, syntax I have given here. If you see the syntax of abstract method, this is a syntax: abstract, return type, method name, parameters. At the end there should be a semicolon. At the end semicolon must be there. I didn't write the open bracket and closed bracket here. If I write open bracket, closed bracket, it becomes a concrete method. It becomes a concrete method. But what difference between concrete and abstract is we won't write any implementation. We won't write any body. We won't write any body. Okay, such kind of methods we usually call it as a abstract method. Abstract method ki mundu abstract ane keyword. This is a keyword. Abstract is a keyword in Java. Okay, followed by return type, followed by method name. Parameters are optional. Semicolon is mandatory at the end of the method. This is called declaring a method. The name and the entire thing we are declaring a method. Okay. Yeah. Examples I have given. How to write abstract methods. Examples I have given. Abstract. Return type can be either void, int, float, double, string, something. Method name I have taken it as M1. I didn't pass any parameters here. Semicolon is mandatory. Okay. Coming to next one. One more example. Again abstract. Return type I have taken it as int. Function name I have taken it as M2 and I have passed 2 parameters. At the end I have given semicolon. This is the way we write abstract methods in Java. Okay, abstract method should precede with abstract keyword and at the end there should be a semicolon. It is just signature will be put, just declaration will be put. We won't write any flower brackets and write some set of statements inside. That those are all won't be there here. Okay. Now coming to the abstract class. Now read out the definition. Now you'll come to know it makes little sense now. A class which contains at least one abstract method is called an abstract class. So usually till now, what are all the things you have written inside a class? Till now, what are all the things you have written inside a class?
Variables, methods,
Instance methods.
Instance members, static. You have written instance members and static members, isn't it? Both instance as well as static you have written. Now we are going to include one more member into the class. We are going to include one more member into the class, that is abstract method. Till now we didn't write any abstract methods inside the class. Now we are going to write. If a class contains at least okka abstract method unna class lo, a class name and pilustunnam nana manamu, we are calling it as abstract class. Okay, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If doubt రావచ్చు. The doubt is abstract methods unte chaala abstract class avutundi antunnanu. It can also contain instance members and static members. Okay, abstract to part 2, that class can also contain instance method, static members. Okay, I'm not speaking about that part. If a class contains at least one abstract method, then I'm calling it as an abstract class. Okay, fine. That class can also contain instance and static members. I'm not speaking about that part. Okay, it may or may not contain instance and static. But if it contains an abstract method, then that class I'll call it as an abstract class. So abstract class చూడటానికి ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే syntax I've given here. Okay, the syntax I've given here. Class కి ముందు రాస్తాం నాన్న abstract అనే keyword. We have to place before the class a keyword called abstract. Abstract is a keyword. ఇంతవరకు మనం క్లాస్ ముందు ఏమీ పెట్టాల, కానీ ఒకటి పెట్టాం. ఏం పెట్టాం చెప్పండి? క్లాస్ కి ముందు ఇంతవరకు ఒక కీవర్డ్ ప్రిసీడ్ చేసి రాసాం. వాట్ ఇస్
యాక్సెస్ స్పెసిఫైయర్స్?
నేను మాట్లాడలేదు యాక్సెస్ స్పెసిఫైయర్స్ గురించి ఎక్కడ. ఓకే, ఎనీ అదర్ థింగ్స్ ఐ హావ్ రిటన్ బిఫోర్ క్లాస్?
సూపర్ కీవర్డ్,
ఫైనల్ కీవర్డ్.
ఫైనల్ కీవర్డ్ రాశాను నాన్న, సూపర్ కీవర్డ్ రాయలేదు నాన్న. ఎప్పుడు రాశాను నాన్న? క్లాస్ కి ముందు సూపర్ ఏంటి నాన్న? క్లాస్ కి ముందు సూపర్ పెడితే ఏమైంది? క్లాస్ కి ముందు ఫైనల్ పెట్టా, సూపర్ ఎప్పుడు పెట్టలేదు నేను ఇంతవరకు. ఓకే ఫైన్. నౌ వన్ మోర్ కీవర్డ్ వి కెన్ ప్లేస్ బిఫోర్ ద క్లాస్, దట్ ఈస్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్. అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ కూడా పెట్టొచ్చు నాన్న క్లాస్ కి ముందు. పెడితే ఏమవుతుందంటే, అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఆ క్లాస్ లో ఒక అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్ అయినా ఉంటుంది అని అర్థం. ఉండొచ్చు అని, ఒకటైనా ఎన్నైనా ఉండొచ్చు నాన్న. మోర్ దాన్ వన్, ఇట్ కెన్ బి ఎనీథింగ్. ఓకే, ఎనీ నంబర్, బట్ అట్లీస్ట్ వన్ అయితే ఉండాలి. సో వాట్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద క్లాస్ వాట్ విల్ బి రైటింగ్ ఇస్ దేర్ విల్ బి క్లాస్ మెంబర్స్ ప్లస్ అట్లీస్ట్ వన్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్ మాత్రం ఉంటుంది ఖచ్చితంగా ఈ క్లాస్ లో. ఓకే, now I'm moving on to the next part. An example I've given here, an example program I've given here. What is the example? What is the class name I have taken? The class name I have taken it as abstract demo. Okay, before the class I have to precede with a keyword called abstract. Always the keyword should be written in a small letters, not in the capital letters. ఒక క్లాస్ ఎలా రాస్తాను అలానే రాశాను. I have opened the flower bracket, I have closed the flower bracket. Inside I'm writing some members. What is this member? What is the first member? What is the name of that member?
Instance variable.
Instance
variable. Very good. What about this? What about this?
Instance method.
Instance method.
It is an instance method. It is an instance method. Can I call this as a concrete method? Can I call M1 as a concrete method?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I can call M1 as a concrete method, a method which has definition. నేను ఒక మెథడ్ కి ఫ్లవర్ బ్రాకెట్ ఓపెన్ చేసి క్లోజ్ చేశాను అంటే అది కాంక్రీట్ మెథడ్ అయినా ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఇచ్చేసినట్టే. Okay, so I can call this as an instance method as well as this is also an example of concrete method. Okay, now coming to the next one, what is this method? This is
Abstract.
abstract method. Abstract method. Abstract keyword undi, return type undi, method name undi, parameters optional, semicolon undi. ఇట్లా ఫ్లవర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ ఉండవు నాన్న, ఇలా పెట్టాడు ఫ్లవర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ పెట్టాం, ఫ్లవర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ పెట్టాము అని అంటే దట్ ఈస్ కాంక్రీట్ మెథడ్. ఇట్ వోంట్ బికమ్ అన్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్. ఓకే, అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఇలానే ఉండాలి. అంటే మనం డెఫినేషన్ రాయము, we won't write any definition for the abstract methods. Okay, we'll just declare it. So how many abstract methods are there in this class?
2, ma'am.
Two abstract methods are there.
Two,
Two
ma'am.
abstract methods. Two abstract methods are, one is M2, another one is M3. Okay, so likewise we will write the abstract class. Understand everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you know how to write an abstract class. We'll discuss about few points now. First key point is I cannot create an object for abstract classes. Abstract classes ki మనం usual గా objects దేనికి క్రియేట్ చేస్తాము? Usual గా objects will be created for the classes, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. But for abstract classes I cannot create an object. Abstract class, this is a very important interview question. Can I create an object for abstract class? Can I create an object
No.
for abstract class? The answer is no. I cannot create an object for abstract class. Why can't you create an object for abstract class? Because it is incomplete. The class is not complete. Ad incomplete. Enti din definitions unnaya? Did I provided any definitions for M2, M3? No, I
No,
didn't
ma'am.
write any definitions for this because only this class is incomplete. I am calling this class as an incomplete class. So only I cannot create an object for this class. Objects eppudu kuda complete class ni create cheyagalugutam nana. Incomplete classes create cheyalemu objects ni Java lo. Okay, so abstract classes ki we cannot create an object because that class is an empty class. Incomplete class. It is not complete class. Okay, that is the first point. So see, I have taken it as an example here. If I take one class sample as an abstract class, if I try to create an object for that class, I'll get an error. I will get an error. So I cannot create an object for abstract class. Okay, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, if I cannot create an object for this class, for the abstract demo, what is the use of writing these instance members? If I want to access those two instance members, how can I do it? Yeah, very good. See, usually abstract classes ki objects ni create cheyadam kudaradu. Fine, that is correct. But in order to access, ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఆ క్లాస్ లో రాసిన ఇన్స్టాన్స్ మెంబర్స్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవాలని అనుకుంటే we do have one way. That is nothing but inheritance concept. A class which extends this class, ఈ abstract classes ని వేరే classes extend చేసుకోవచ్చు నాన్న. Okay, some other class can extend these abstract classes. Okay, if a class extends these abstract classes and that class has to compulsory give the implementation for the abstract methods present in this class. That is key point 2 I have discussed. This is key point 2. Key point 2 is the derived class of an abstract class must implement all abstract methods, else the derived class must be made an abstract class. I have taken a class called A. A is an abstract class here. I have taken A as an abstract class. And what I'm doing here is abstract class and em undali khachithanga oka abstract method aina undali. Avuna? Assume there are two abstract methods in A. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to write one more class called B, and B is extending A. B అని extend చేసుకుంది నాన్న. Extends అని రాసా, extends A అని రాసా. ఇప్పుడు కంపల్సరీగా B చేయాల్సిన పని ఏంటి అని అంటే, ఖచ్చితంగా చేయాల్సిన పని ఏంటి అంటే ఈ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ క్లాస్ లో ఉన్న టూ మెథడ్స్ ని డెఫినేషన్స్ రాయాలి. ఇక్కడ డెఫినేషన్స్ లేకుండా ఉన్నాయి అవి, అవునా? ఆ రెండింటికి డెఫినేషన్ ఇది ఇవ్వాలి. ఆ రెండు మెథడ్స్ కి డెఫినేషన్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయలేకపోతే then that class has to put it as abstract class. ఎందుకు అలా జరుగుతోంది అంటే see, listen carefully. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create one abstract class called A. Okay. ఏం క్రియేట్ చేశాను నాన్న? I've created one abstract class A. సో ఇందులో ఖచ్చితంగా నేను ఒక అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్ అయినా పెట్టాలి. సో I'll write that first. I'm writing one instance variable and also I have written one instance member also. Instance method name concrete method అని కూడా అనొచ్చున్నాను because it was implemented. It was I have given the implementation for it. Okay. Now I'm trying to write two abstract methods. M2. M2 is an abstract method. Similarly, I'm trying to write one more method called M3. M3 is also abstract method. Okay. So can I call A as an abstract class now, students? Can I call A as an abstract class now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, why I can call A as an abstract class? Because it contains two abstract methods. ఒక abstract method ఉన్న చాలు, it becomes an abstract class. Okay. But నేను 2 రాశాను. Fine. Now what can I do is I cannot create an object for A class. I cannot create an object for A class. See, if I try to create I'll try to create an object for class A. We will see what error we'll get. What's happening? See, is there any error here? Are you able to see any error here? Cannot instantiate the type. Cannot instantiate the type. అంటే instance అంటే ఏంటి? Object. So నేను A కి object ని create చేయలేను because it is an abstract class. For abstract classes we cannot create an object. Okay. ఎందుకు క్రియేట్ చేయలేము ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని అంటే మీకు అండర్స్టాండ్, మీకు అర్థం అవడానికి. If I try to call A1.M3, M2, is that make any sense? Will it make any sense? Will it make any sense? The M2 method is not defined, no? M2 method is not defined. The method which is not defined, I'm trying to call it, which is incorrect. So only that class is incomplete class. We didn't give definitions for M2, M3. I didn't write definitions for M2, M3. Okay. So only that class I'm calling it as incomplete class. Incomplete classes ke eppudu kuda objects create cheyadam kudaradu. Okay. Okay. That is the first point. Sorry. Okay. So I should not create an object for abstract classes. Fine. Now, how can I access this A and M1 and big doubt వస్తే ఇప్పుడు A ని M1 ని యాక్సెస్ చేయాలి కదా, నాకు అవసరం అయితే నేను యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవాలి కదా. మరి అలాంటప్పుడు ఎలాగో అంటే I can write one more class which extends A. Okay. నేను ఒక క్లాస్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ క్లాస్ ని ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు నాన్న. A class can extend abstract classes. It can inherit abstract classes. Okay. Understand? ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి నేను చెప్తున్నది ఏంటి అంటే క్లాస్ B is extending class A. ఇప్పుడు క్లాస్ B లో ఎన్ని ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉన్నాయి నాన్న? Totally how many properties are there in class B? Can anyone tell me how many properties are there in class B? How many properties are there in class B? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. 6 properties. 574. Correct. 6 properties. Ela 6 properties nana 574? Because I am extending A. అంటే A properties అన్ని ఇన్హెరిట్ అవుతాయి. అవునా? A properties అన్ని ఇన్హెరిట్ అవుతాయి. A లో ఎన్ని ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉన్నాయి? 1, 2, 3, 4 ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఈ 4 ప్లస్ B లో 2 ఉన్నాయి. B and M4. సో మొత్తం 6 ప్రాపర్టీస్. Now tell me, does class B contains any abstract methods? Now tell me, does class B contains any abstract methods?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Indirectly it is containing. Indirectly class B containing two abstract methods, isn't it? Because it is inherited, no? Class A properties it got inherited. Class low two abstract methods ఉన్నాయి. All those methods will get inherited to B. Now tell me class B కూడా abstract అవ్వాలా అవ్వకూడదా? ఇప్పుడు ఆ క్లాస్ లో అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి అంటే మరి ఆ క్లాస్ కూడా అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ అవ్వాలిగా, అవునా కదా?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But I didn't put any abstract no here. Class కి ముందు abstract అనే కీవర్డ్ పెట్టానా? I didn't put. So it is throwing error. See, there is an error. There is an error here. There is an error because నేను అక్కడ abstract అని పెట్టలా. నువ్వు అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ అయినా పెట్టు, లేదా ఇంకో పని చేయొచ్చు. ఇంకో పని ఏంటి అంటే give the definitions for these two. You have to give definitions for this two. This class has to provide definitions for that two. ఇప్పుడు నేను దాని definitions రాస్తా. I'm going to write definitions for that. Void M3. I can override it. Okay, not overriding, giving implementations. That's all. Wait, I'll explain. Don't worry. ఇప్పుడు ఎర్రర్ పోయిందా? ఇప్పుడు ఎర్రర్ పోయిందా? క్లాస్ బి ఇంతకుముందు ఎర్రర్ ఉంది, ఇప్పుడు లేదు. ఎందుకో తెలుసా? ఇంతకు ముందు క్లాస్ బి లో అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ ఇన్హెరిట్ అయ్యాయి, బట్ స్టిల్ ఇట్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ కిందే ఉన్నాయి. సో నువ్వు అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ అనే కీవర్డ్ పెట్టలేదు అక్కడ. ఇప్పుడు చేసిన పని ఏంటంటే వాటికి ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఇచ్చావు. You have given implementation for M2 and M3 methods. So this point you need to clear. You need to make it clear. You please read this point. The derived class, which is a derived class here, B. B is a derived class of an abstract class, must implement all the abstract methods. ఏం చేయాలి నాన్న? derived class లో మనం అన్ని abstract methods కి definitions ఇవ్వాలి. లేదా ఇవ్వకపోతే if you didn't give, then the derived class must be made as an abstract class. నువ్వు ఇవ్వలేదా ఆ క్లాస్ కూడా abstract అని రాయి. అలా అయినా చెయ్యి, ఇలా అయినా చెయ్యి, ఏదో ఒకటి చేయాలి. If I didn't provide definition for M2, assume నేను ఒక్కదానికే ఇచ్చాను, ఒకటే I have given only implementation for one method, that is M3. I didn't give for M2, but still B should be an abstract class. ఎందుకంటే still B is containing one abstract method, no? Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
M2 an abstract
Yes,
method,
ma'am.
class B contains M2 abstract method, so class B has to become abstract. I have to make this as an abstract. Now there is no error. See, now the error has gone. ఎందుకంటే నేను M2 ని ఇక్కడ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయలేదా, then put that class also as abstract. లేదు నీకు దీని అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయడం ఇష్టం లేదు అంటే write down the definition for implement M2 also here. ఏదో ఒకటి చేయాల్సింది తప్పదు. ఓకే, రెండు చేయడం అంటూ కుదరదు. Okay, the class which is extending an abstract class should implement all abstract methods present in the abstract class. A class which is extending an abstract class should implement all abstract methods present in parent class, else child class should be made abstract class. So this is a statement you need to remember. A class which is extending an abstract class should implement all abstract methods present in parent, else child class should be made abstract class, should be made as an abstract class. Understand?